Beautiful life. Well, good morning everybody. Today we're going down to the beach at Whitsand Bay and I'm going to show you how to get there, so let's go. So I'm now on the number 70 bus leaving Plymouth, heading towards Cornwall, and it'll take about an hour to get to Whitsand Bay and then decide where I'm going to get off, whether it be Tintagel or Whitsand Bay, and then I'll take you down to the beach. So now I'm crossing the river train now, and I've just got off that bus, which I'll get back on to Whitsand Bay shortly. And it's a beautiful sunny day in August, but probably the last of the summer days because the rain is due to come in later. With a beautiful hot summer day forecast today, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning in August, or the last weekend in August, last bank holiday, Monday in August. And I'm now at Whitsand Bay. We're going to drop down to the beach and then spend the day at the beach and then get the 3 o'clock bus back to Plymouth. Hello, what's your name?
My name's Lloyd.
And I've seen you here with a glider.
Yes, yeah, we fly off of the cliffs. They're models that we build. Air comes in from the sea, hits the cliff, goes up, and we fly in the updraft.
How long have you been doing this then?
Oh, years, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get into it? You've got an interest in aviation?
Trial and error. Yes, very much.
Do you fly?
Yes, I fly full size as well.
What sort of aircraft do you fly?
So I started with gliders, oddly, and then into power flight. So I grew up quite poor, so I had to think sideways. I was always restoring aircraft and things like that. So,
yeah. That's good. I mean, you've got probably the best day of the year now before the weather starts changing. Tonight. So I've just come down on spec because I want to do a sort of walk along the beach, Whitsand Bay, to show people, did a route from Plymouth to here.
Beautiful coastline.
It's one of the best. And it's one of the best panoramic views from a bus as well.
Yes.
In the country, I think. It's just stunning heading towards along the Rain Peninsula. So, are you from Cornwall?
Yeah, well, we've been here a long time. But we kind of moved down on a whim.
Do you fly real aircraft as well?
Yes. So the restoration of real aircraft was a passion for quite a few years.
And what sort of aircraft do you fly?
Biplanes and old stuff. Yeah.
I've flown in one of the Red Arrows.
Oh wow, that's something.
Yeah, I looped the loop twice going over Snowdonia because
that's surreal.
When I was in the Air Force, the head of the mountain rescue was a Hawk trainer.
Wow.
So I managed to get and when you're in the Air Force, you're entitled to a flight a year. So I asked him whether I could have a jolly. So he took me for a ride in one of the not Red Arrows, but one of the Hawks.
Wow.
And obviously that's one of those perfect moments.
Yeah.
So when I was 5 years full-time mountain rescue in Snowdonia, and during that period I climbed in Mount Rainier in Washington during the Mount St. Helens eruptions, and then climbed in the French Pyrenees as well, and got paid to do so. So I need that invention in my life all the time. But you must get that buzz when you're flying anyway. Yeah,
it's actually really hard to give up. So I've let my licence lapse, and it's deliberate because I lost my hangar, so the restoration wasn't available anymore. And I thought, well, it's time to close the chapter, but it's really difficult to do. It gets into your soul.
Well, you've got to keep yourself busy, and if you enjoy, I mean, life's for enjoying and making the most of, getting away from all the politics and all the negativity.
Yeah, I mean, flying is escapism, and then actually messing around with the models, seeing friends.
So how old is this glider?
This one, I think it's about, let me get this right, about 13 years old, I think. But it's been in somebody's loft for a while, and it deteriorated. So.
And who's the pilot?
I always put lady pilots.
Right, okay. Is that Penelope?
Well, it's some doll from Hong Kong.
Oh, right, okay.
But, I always put the lady ones in because I was thinking about Amy Johnson and there's
the first
quite a few aviatrix that were quite interesting characters, for their time period.
Yeah, and this is your radio control kit for it.
Yeah. That's very old. That's not. We've come a long way since that was made.
Yeah.
These guys are a bit more technical and into
Have they got bigger ones?
Yeah, that one he's picking up is really fast.
Yeah.
So built with carbon fibre and modern materials, and it's super sharp and it flies fast.
Are you going to have a race then? We'll try to.
No, we'll just be watching him fly.
Yeah.
You know, at speed. But yeah, there's a eclectic mix within.
Nice one.
Boys being silly.
What's your name again?
Lloyd.
Lloyd, okay.
So off he goes into the bushes.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, it's nice to do, you know, when you're older, to act like silly boys, you know.
Well, you should always, never grow up, basically.
Yeah.
Nice, once you start switching off, that's it.
Yeah.
Too many people just slow down and let themselves vegetate when they get older.
We've always been.
And you've got to keep active all the time. Life's an adventure.
Yeah.
Ryder, careful you don't catch your foot on that tripod.
So this is Whitsand Bay, and it looks like it's going to be heaving today because it's the end of the bank holiday, and like I said, it's probably going to be the last of the hot days this summer because we're going into autumn this week, and they forecast rain tonight. There we got the beach and the sea ahead. You've got a citadel at the top, and it's also a firing range for the military, so you can only come to the beach here when the tide is low or reasonably. Now, a sign saying please take your rubbish home, and when you come swimming here, stay within the red and yellow line. So swimming and bodyboarding, and no surfing because of riptides today. There are like guard patrols in that area of the beach. It's a beautiful stretch of beach, and like I said, you've got the firing ranges on the right hand side and the markers at the top there. So when the flags are flying, you can't come along here. Beautiful stretch of beach this, and when you get the rock pools and the weather's like this, they're incredibly warm. They're like getting into your little bath at home. There's a rock here that looks like a phoenix from a distance, so we're going to walk past that soon. But it's a beautiful day to be here, nice warm breeze coming from the south, and rain coming in later on today. Sea looks calm here, but there's always the risk of riptides. In the late 1800s, the manager of the Western Morning News in Plymouth and his two sons got taken out to sea on riptides, and there's a monument to them at one of the little villages nearby on the cliffs. And that's the Phoenix Rock on to the left-hand side ahead. We will be when we just get past that one, actually. Sand's built up here quite a bit during the last few weeks. And there's the phoenix, my favourite animal. And the water this time of the year is pretty warm as well, especially with the sort of heat it's had on it in the summer. Hottest summer on record so far in 2025. And just look at that beautiful surf. You can't surf today because of riptides, and there's no surf anyway. Life's a beach in Cornwall. And what a beautiful day it's been too. It's a beautiful day, hey, hey, what a beautiful day in Cornwall with Rainhead in the background. Yes, beautiful. That's what it's all about. Nice and warm, very warm. Nice and quiet along this stretch of the beach. All the people are near the entrance to the cliff, and you normally find that with the people anyway. They don't walk very long distances on the beaches. Just like to get on the beach and sunbathe for the rest of the day. So it's beautiful along here. But you do have to watch out for the tide here because it's way out at the moment, but it can come all the way in and you can get cut off by the cliffs. Which I've had that in the past, and I had to get my bike up on through the cliffs before now. Walking back along the beach now in the direction of Rainhead. There's the lookout post for the firing ranges, which are closed today on the bank holiday Monday in August. A beautiful bank holiday in August. These beautiful little pools. Walking back along the beach now, I'm passing my friend the Phoenix. Just love this stretch of beach, and it's never over busy as well, so maybe I've given too much away on the video, and everybody stays around the entrance, which you can see down there. There we have the beautiful Rainhead. There's a warning going out to get people out of the water. And we've got Rame Head over in the background there. And this is the crowded area of the beach, which is near the entrance. What a beautiful, look at the colours in the landscape. And what an absolute beautiful day it's been. Pure escapism. Listening to the radio at times as well. Listening to my friend. And just looking at the colours in the landscape. Just put my tripod safe for a minute, my one platter. Just look there. Stunning. Well, landscape-wise, it's beginning to look a bit more like the Mediterranean. We just got to change the personalities of the people over here a bit more, I think. Love Summertime TV worldwide. You can contact us at ccasphoto1@gmail.com. Don't forget to friend and share the video. It's